the process of here. They actually were having much confidence from the statement made by Minister of Information that that war has won. But this one has the kingdom a kind of fear. Everybody knows it. We've never seen such an intimidation by around into the city center like of this attack. They came in to Jidari. I was there this morning.
Okay, Kolomi, we'll try and connect you back. I think the line is not so sharp. Obadi, what is playing out now? I'm afraid because how these people get their ideology, get to spread their ideology and recruit more people. Because Jide said something now. They're attacking Cameroon, attacking Chad, attacking Niger, simultaneously. And, today and they're still on our case. If it's Adama tomorrow, the next tomorrow it's going to be Borno State. How are they recruiting more people?
I think it's a Lake Chad issue. It's a kind of West African issue here.
Because Lai Mohammed said it again. He said they're tired, they're hungry, and they are begging for succor.
Tired people don't kill. Tired and hungry people will not kill 50 people in less than 3 days. Ayo.
Tired and hungry people won't invade the chief of army staff's village. And set houses ablaze.
Tired and hungry people will not run after information. You said something like that. You don't know how these people get information. Do they watch TV? Do they and so on and so forth? Don't be deceived by the name Boko Haram that they're against Western education.
See, you know what, Oba, before we go over, you know why they released the video of their Salah celebration? They said, the Nigerian army has been saying that they wiped us out of Boko Haram. Of Sambisa Forest. We are here now
celebrating
in Sambisa Forest celebrating Salah. And they showed the ambience, everything. They have very good camera people and all that. Sounds people.
They are educated.
That will give you a run for your money.
They may not be that enlightened as you will have expected, but they are enlightened to a certain extent. They are enlightened. They know what is happening. They listened to Alhaji Lai Mohammed on the 23rd, it was 23rd or 22nd, that he was making that statement. They listened to him.
And on Christmas Day, they struck.
They read him in the papers, they use the internet, they use all manners of things. And these people are following trends in the country. But I remember back then in our university days that we were told during our publication class that propaganda is a tool that you use with a caution. It's not something that you keep using. Extreme caution. It's good to an extent, but it's not something that you rush to at every point in time. Fine, it worked for the APC during the election, but now you have won the election. Put it.
Are you saying the
somewhere?
Propaganda?
What I'm telling you is that you are telling us that these people are hungry and they are tired. And in less than 3 days, they have killed 3 people. 50 people.
There's no correlation.
How do you marry that? What do you call that?
The figures are even higher than that.
What do you call that?
We have problems with figures. But anytime it's reported 50, just sum it up, 100.
Kolomi Dala today, when we interviewed him, he said, look, the figure that the army gave, the army has said 16. He said, but this is conservative. This is in contradistinction with what I found on ground. People that I've spoken to at the scene. They are telling me that the figure is a lot higher. He said that. You will expect the army to kind of moderate the thing so that to make Nigerians happy, so that our morale
is not as bad as what you think.
And I think that is what Alhaji Lai Mohammed was trying to achieve. He wanted to tell Nigerians what they wanted to hear. We are winning the war. That's what you want to hear.
But he
said largely. I understand. I understand that
yeah.
Largely. Where did he visit?
Visited
He did go to Abadan or Mate.
How many places did he visit?
Where the governor of Borno State claimed that Boko Haram are still holding. Did he go to that place? Did he go to Abadan? Did he go to Mate? Because there are more dangerous places than the places visited by our minister.
Serious?
It's
what to take on this?
Something came to mind just now. There's a story in the Bible, if you permit me, where some persons went to say that someone was demon possessed, and they said, in the name of Paul that Jesus preached,
that Jesus preached,
we exorcise you to come out of this person. And the demon said, Jesus I know. Paul, I know.
You.
Who are you? And the demon gave those people the sermons of
their life.
I think that's what it is. Because we are toying with the situation that we are unable to properly contextualize and situate within the ambits of the causative agents or elements that are giving rise to it. I'll give you 2 examples. I was going home last night, and just as I was making a turn in somewhere, I had a jingle on the radio. They were talking about, do you know an EID? If you see one can identify it, it comes in different shapes and sizes. And I was asking.
Okay,
have you ever seen one?
One?
Has anybody told you? Has anybody shown you any what an ID looks like?
And I'm asking. That is even the wrong jingle, Ayo. That is even the wrong jingle. If, as we are told, as we are being told, that Boko Haram has been defeated, by now the message should have even changed to one of integration, to one of the end of that particular ideology, called Boko Haram. But we are still talking about, if you say an EID, will you know one? I have said it that Boko Haram is a philosophical war. Operation Lafia Dole cannot and does not have the capacity to defeat Boko Haram.
Yes.
You will need something like Boko Al-Baraka or Boko Minchi or Boko Dakiao to defeat Boko Haram. The day you declare Boko Al-Baraka,
okay,
and anybody says that's like this, to say that Boko Western education is good, or that the book is beneficial, or that the book is successful, or that the book brings goodwill. On that kind of counter ideology, then we need to have television programs, drama series, talk shows in Hausa and
I think better radio.
Yes,
radio. Hausa service, BBC.
I'm coming. Yes, you need to be able to feature on such programs, talking to the youth. Anybody who stands up on the floor of the Senate or national radio to say that Boko Al-Baraka is not good, we know from that you are Boko Haram. We can tag you. This is the direction propaganda should be taken. For me, government is not under any pressure. Whether you defeated Boko Haram technically or practically, you're not under any pressure. Anybody tell us that I am against Boko Haram, then we know that you actually Boko Haram. It will take you a century to convince Nigerians that you are not for Boko Haram.
Okay, we have Kolomi Dala back on the line. Kolomi.
Yeah.
Okay, as you were saying.
Yes, I would say that people have attacked the 10-inch in a lot of time. They are really shocked, disappointed, because Boko Haram actually came in casually, told people that polo, burned houses, burned vehicles, kids slaughtered one of the people, fired into the air, caused panic, displaced the whole people that were here within the city center. It was a shock. It has never happened this way before. All along, since they've been coming, they always do their fighting around the border, and they go back because they are being. So this time around, we're shocked to see them coming into that is just be close to GRA, and to see such a development. At this time, we have people who are already gathering confidence that it's already won. They were.
We lost Kolomi again. From the visuals, you can see that.
Yes. Because the average northerner. I mean, if these people are nomadic, in many cases they have the radios with them and they always listen. They are more informed than you will think. Even the man who does the normal mega work for you is highly informed because either on his radio or on his
shortwave radio.
Why are we not catching
medium wave radio?
So why are we not catching on this avenues? Because once you begin to deal with
the national orientation you were talking about.
Look, what government is doing today.
Then seriously, they have the tendency to believe their religious leaders.
I'm coming, sir.
More than any person.
You see,
so if you're packaging such, use their religious leaders. Those ones that they know. Thank you.
The voices that should be voicing these messages is another thing, and he has begun. He has already given us a clue. Now you see, Ayo, as I was saying, this particular flank of the word I'm talking about has to be sustained because what government is doing today, I heard the minister saying that the Ghana soldiers have defeated the terrorists. That's not what we are fighting. We are not fighting terrorism. We are fighting terrorism, not just terrorists. If you continue like this, in the next 10 years, you will have terrorists to kill. But why not attack the ideology and the philosophy from the root, so that you know that children who are even born in Sambisa Forest today, if we sustain this campaign in the next 5-6 years, we can be sure of people who can follow Boko Haram and repent and turn aside to something else. I know that some months ago money was given for Al-Majiri schools. That's also another very good avenue, to reach out. Get a specialized curriculum, get specialized teachers, Many young people go to the north for youth service, but they're not willing to stay. I don't know why. What about those things? Incentivize the recruitment of teachers into those particular schools. Get young men to be on, but even if you can't get the entire,
Okay.
Many schools.
Jide,
Kill many teachers.
the second track President Buhari that we played, he was talking about persuading them.
He said if they will agree.
If they will agree.
Ayo,
Now I think we are coming back.
You see, that's that statement from the president.
From a retired general.
From that statement from the president suggests, I don't want to say frustration, suggests that he feels very bad about the fact that this war has not been decisively won. He knows in his heart of hearts that this war is far from being won. You know? So he's worried. Buhari is a people-centered leader. He cares a lot about the people.
Senator.
You can see how many times he's gone to the IDPs. You can see how many times his wife has gone there.
Professor Yusriba,
let's not deceive ourselves. He feels very bad about this carnage that is going on. That is why, whichever way he can find a way to end this carnage, he will want to do it. That's why it's coming up that if they would agree to be persuaded. But if you ask me, Boko Haram will never agree to be persuaded. When the other day they
don't come by as reasonable
they were told,
people.
when we were told that Idris Deby of Chad has successfully brokered a meeting with Boko Haram representatives and that is a ceasefire was, I told people in the newsroom, I said this is a lie. That Nigeria has been conned again. That these guys will not agree to a ceasefire. It's just like saying that ISIS will come to a round table. It will not happen. It won't happen. Because even Al-Qaeda, that is less wicked than ISIS, never agreed to make peace with anyone. You see? So the thinking that Boko Haram will sit at a round table with you and discuss peace is ridiculous, because it will never happen. It is wishful thinking. It will never happen. And I'm happy that the president said if they will agree, because he knows that they will not agree. But Nigerians continue to pile pressure on our leader that he should make peace because they want this thing to end. But they must realize and they must be told that Boko Haram will never agree to make peace with anyone.
I have my first caller for today. Ibrahim is calling from Yobe State. Thank you for hanging out with us, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. Baba,
Good evening.
good evening, Harrison.
Yeah.
I just want to add something to this, what this guy is saying. The other guy that is staying very close to Ayo. What is this issue? It's different. What is happening on reality is entirely different from what this military was saying. And the issue of education that this I was trying to say about this issue of education is the fault of our leaders, the fault of our government. People are being allowed to live in extreme poverty and illiteracy. It's qualified the of Damas, where I am calling from the Everton capital. If you go just 15 kilometers from where I am, you find out there are some people that they don't know even the presence of government. So let's saying people that are being to be part of the society, they don't know anything about the presence of government. But it has to do something more better. This Boko Haram that we have been talking about, I have my own friends that they even try to kill me severally because they are being sacked from work. They are being sacked, they are quality and this and this.
Thank you, for Ibrahim. That line, but from what I picked from what he's saying is that the reality is that people live under extreme poverty.
It's not the only reason.
Abject poverty.
It's not. There is abject poverty in other parts of Nigeria.
the land.
Have you been? You've been to Niger Delta,
horror.
where people is the same water that they
can't
defecate in,
access
that they drink.
water.
Yeah.
Yes,
the same water.
they can't fish.
You know, so the poverty is everywhere. But the reality is, look, some irresponsible clerics have been allowed so much room to indoctrinate people.
Yes.
A friend of mine,
You know,
from
we
Sokoto
were
State.
watching the video together on on Sunday, the Shite people, and we saw the kind of people that